श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम ओम सहनावतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ओम शांति शांति शांति. So अष्टादशोऽध्यायः. We come to the 18th chapter. So for people who have not attended the Sanskrit class, for them this is the news that I have just completed the Sanskrit class in Halanta Prakarana, and the next topic will be begin only after I return back. So now we have a month's time. So what I plan to do is I plan to complete this 18th chapter if possible. If not, okay, we have enough time. So next month of May, there will be no class. So that is the idea. Okay. So Purvadhyaya Shraddha Traividhyena Ahara Yajna Tapodana Traividhyena Cha Karinam Traividhyamuktam. So in the previous chapter, by establishing the Shraddhas of three types, and the causal Shraddha is of three types, the effectual is also of three types in Ahara, Yajna, Dana, and Tapas. In all these, each one had three types. Karmanam Traividyam. This karmas, one who is involved in the karmas, he is of three types. In these karmas, he is of three types, it is said. Uktam. Satvikanam adhanaya rajastamasanam cha hanaya. Why? Because to gain water is satvik and to give up whatever is rajasic and tamasic. Okay. Idanintu sannyasa traividyakatanena sannyasina avi traividyam vaktavyam. Now, sannyasa is also of three types. It is said. So, since it was said that sannyasa is also of three types, it should be explained now. Tatra तत्त्वबोधानन्तरं यः फलभूतः कर्मफल सर्वकर्मसन्न्यासः स चतुर्दश अध्याये गुणातीतत्वेन व्याख्यातत्वात् न सात्विक राजतामस भेदाम् अर्हति. So after the knowledge, the sarvakarma sannyasa which one gains, the renunciation, it's a natural process. There is nothing we need to put effort for. Once there is knowledge, the renunciation is automatic. So this Chaturdasha Adhyaya, this kind of sannyasa was explained in this 14th chapter itself. How? As the person one who has the knowledge is gunatita, is beyond all the three gunas. He is beyond the gunas, he is beyond all the karmas, he is beyond all the ashramas, he is beyond all the varnas. It is all said. Okay. So, Vyakhyatatat, by saying Gunatita, we have established all the other things also. Iti Vyakhyatatat. In this way, it was already established in the 14th chapter. Na Satvik Rajastamasam Bedam Arhati. So, therefore, it is not eligible, it is not qualified to be differentiated as Satvik, Rajasic, and Tamasic. Now, Yopi Tattabodhat Prak Tadartham. But people know, see, there is no karma and all that. That's all drama. Don't accept that. People who don't have knowledge, if they don't attach themselves to the karmas, then they are playing some drama. You have to have the knowledge through the Shastra. Only the Shastra can give you the knowledge. Pramana Janita Jnana. Therefore, he says, Yopi Tattabodhat Prak Tadartham Sarvakarma Sannyasas Tat Bubutsaya Tattva Bubutsaya Vedanta Vakya Vicharaya Bhavati. So, see, before the knowledge, before the dawn of knowledge, before gaining the knowledge, Sarvakarma Sannyasa, one who performs the Sarvakarma Sannyasa, Tattva Bhutsya, for the sake of knowledge, for understanding the self, Vedanta Vicharaya, to inquire into the self, inquire into the Vedanta, that Sarvakarma Sannyasa, one who attains, so that kind of Sarvakarma Sannyasa also, Traigunya Vishya Veda, Nistraigunya Bhavarjuna iti ityadina nirgunatvena vyakhyata. It was also explained that he is also devoid of gunas. See, The knowledgeable one is beyond the gunas. The person who is involved in the process of knowledge is devoid of gunas. Okay, and only the person who is involved in the world, who has desires for the world, he is with guna. What does that mean? I'll explain. See, you have milk, you have curd. Okay, milk turns into curd. When you add some curd into the milk, then the milk naturally turns into curd. Milk, curd. Understand this. Milk to turn into curd, let us say it takes 3 hours. In hot climate, it will take 3 hours. In cold climate, it will take 5, 6 hours or 8 hours. Doesn't really matter. It's more than that. So, in Chennai, if I am going to add some curd to milk, warm milk, it will produce me good curd in 3, 4 hours. Now here, if I am going to put the dough in the night, 7, 8 o'clock, I get at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning good curd. Okay. Now nights are little okay. It's not that hot. Anyway, so you have milk, you have curd. Okay, let us say 3 hours. After 3 hours, you have curd. After 1 hour, what do you call it? Milk, you cannot make tea out of it. Curd, you cannot make anything which is possible through curd, through that thing which exists now. It can neither be qualified to be called as curd nor be qualified as milk. Then what is that? The logicians have a beautiful answer. They say, Utpannam kshanam dravyam nirgunam nishkriyam cha tishtati. At the point of creation, that object remains as a activityless and a attributeless. So it cannot be qualified for being called as a milk or as curd because it is beyond without any qualities. Okay, so after the knowledge, there is no quality. Before the knowledge, there is quality. In between, it is devoid of any quality. Okay, after the knowledge, he is beyond the qualities. Before the knowledge, he is associated with the qualities. In between, he is devoid of quality. That is the idea. Okay, so he says, Yattu Anutpanna Tattabodhanam Anutpanna Tattabodsanam cha. For those people who don't have either the desire for knowledge or the knowledge, one who has not gained the knowledge or one who don't have the desire for the knowledge. For those two people, karma sannyasa, the karma sannyasa which is said there, yes sannyasi cha yogi cha, with yes sannyasi cha yogi cha, one who is sannyasi and one who is yogi, etc. Gauno vyakhyata, it was explained to be secondary, meaning it is explained as secondary. Secondary sannyasa. It is explained in a secondary sense. Two sense there. It is explained as secondary. It is explained in secondary way, meaning it is not clearly established. So, Traividya Sambhavat, and that Dasya Traividya Sambhavat, and it can be qualified for being a Sattvic, Rasic, and Tamasic. Tad Vishesham Babutsuhu, person who desires to know that. Who is that person? Arjuna. Arjuna, who desires to know that, Babutsu Bodhimichu, one who desires to know that, Arjuna Uvacha, Arjuna says, Sanyasasya Mahabaho, Tattvamichhami Veditum, Tyagasya Charshikesha, Prutakeshi Nishudana. Sanyasasya, he Mahabaho, Tattvamichhami Veditum, Tyagasya cha he Rishikesha, Prutak he Keshi Nishudana. He is calling him with 3 names. He Mahabaho, he Rishikesha, he Keshi Nishudana. Very beautiful. Sannyasasya tattvam ichchami veditum. I desire to know what sannyasa is. Tyagasya cha prithak. And I also desire to know what tyaga means. What sannyasa is and what tyaga is. Sannyasa is renunciation. Tyaga means giving up. Are they same or they are not? That is the idea. So he says, अविदुषाम् अनुपजात विविदिषाणां च कर्म अधिकृतानाम् एव. These people who are eligible for the karmas, whether they are ignorant or they are without desire for knowledge. I said earlier, either you are knowledgeable or you are an idiot. There is an in between. There is no in between. Here he says, avidushanam anupajata vidushanam cha. One who is an idiot or one who has not even understood that he has to desire for the knowledge, meaning he is completely filtered idiot. Karma adhikritanam eva. But a person who has eligibility for the karmas, only for him we are talking about. किंचित कर्म परिग्रहेण किंचित कर्म परित्यागो यह स त्यागः त्यागांशः. By holding on to some karmas and by giving up the other karmas, whatever tyaga we are talking about, whatever giving up we are talking about, guna yogat tyagamsha guna yogat sannyasa shabdena uchyate. Since it is associated with giving up, it is referred to as renunciation, sannyasa. Okay, एतादृशस्य अंतःकरणशुद्ध्यर्थम् अविद्वद् कर्म अधिकारी कर्तकस्य संन्यासस्य केचित् रूपेण कर्मत्यागस्य तत्त्वं स्वरूपम्. So this kind of giving up, which is done by a person who has eligibility to perform the karmas and who desires to gain the purity of mind, purity of heart. So that kind of sannyasa केचित् रूपेण कर्मत्यागस्य, in some form it is giving up the karmas. That swarupam, tattva means swarupam, that real nature of that. Pruthak, clearly means in distinguished way. In distinguished way clearly means satvika raja tamasa bhedena, in the form of what is satvik tyaga, satvika sannyasa, what is tamasic tyaga, tamasic sannyasa, and what is rasik tyaga, rasik sannyasa. In that way, veditum ichchami, I desire to know. Tyagasya cha tattvam veditum ichchami, and I desire to know what is giving up means also. What is renunciation and what is giving up? What is sannyasa and what is tyaga? I want to know both. Wait, are they same or not? I don't know. Kim? Sannyasa tyaga shabdau ghatapata shabdau iva bhinna jati artho kim va brahmana parivrajaka shabdau iva eka jati artho. Okay, what is the sannyasa and what is this tyaga? Are they completely different, entirely different, like ghata and pata, like pot and cloth? Pot is not cloth, cloth is not pot, right? We know that. So are they entirely different like pot and cloth, or brahmana parivrajaka shabdo iva ekajati artho, or are they synonyms like brahmana parivrajaka? Brahmin and parivrajaka. Parivrajaka means a sannyasi, renunciate. Okay, person who travels from one place to another is parivrajaka. Parivrat is the base word. Okay, now, so only a person who is a Brahmin is eligible for renunciation. That is what sannyasa we mean. Okay, that's sannyasa, karma sannyasa. So only a person who is a Brahmin is eligible for sannyasa. That is how Bhagavan Bhashyakara accepts, and that is what he is accepting also. Not Sureshwacharya's philosophy, which says a person who is eligible for performing the karmas should be capable of giving up the karmas also. So we are not following that rule. So he says, are they synonyms like Brahmana and Parivrajaka, or are they completely opposites like Ghata and Pata? Not related like Ghata and Pata. Yedi Adhya, if it is first, meaning they are not synonym, then Tyagasya tattam sannyasat prithak veritum ichchami. I desire to know what is tyaga, which is different from sannyasa. I want to know sannyasa also. Okay. Yadi dvitiyah tarhi avantra upadhi bheda matram vaktavyam. If it is different, if it is not different, it is synonym, then you have to say why they are referred with two names. You say pot, you say vase. You should have to say why it is called vase and why is it's called pot. See, shariram and what is the other word? The body is referred to as sharira. Shiryate anenati. It disintegrates over a period of time. And upajayate, it is also referred to with the word as growth. Okay, so since you have to explain, when you explain, you have to say it is because it is decaying, therefore it is called as sharira, it is growing, therefore it is called as this. Okay, so you have to explain that difference. That's some minor difference. So you have to explain that. Eka vyakhyena ubayam vyakyatam bhavishyati. So if you explain one, the other is as well explained. Mahabahu keshi nishyudana iti sambodhanabhyam. With two words, which is Mahabahu, broader shoulder, and Keshi Nishudana, destroyer of the demoness called Keshi. Bahya Upadrava Nivarana Surupa Yogyata Phala Upadhane Pradashite. So it is established that he is capable of destroying the external obstacles, troubles, and give you the capability of understanding the self. Okay, that is meaning giving you the results, capable of giving you the results. That is said. Rishikesha iti. Rishikesha means not Rishika Isha, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, not that. Because we said Vidyaranya Swami established that, but it was negated by some other Brahmin, so he negated it. He deleted that portion. So Rishikesha means Rishika means the sense organs. Isha, one who is Lord of sense organ, one who has complete control over sense organ. So Rishikesha iti atyanta iti antarupadrava nivarana samarthyam iti bhedaha. So Mahabaho Keshu Nishita means he is capable of destroying external obstacles. Rishikesha means he is capable of destroying the internal obstacles. That's the difference. Ati anuragat, atyanuragat sambodhana trayam. See, I don't know how to explain this. In Tamil, I was explaining about a beggar who comes in the night. It's a very common thing. In early days, we call him Rapichakara. Means a person, a beggar of night. He comes only in the nights, asks for food. Okay, whatever is left over, we just give it to him. So he comes. He says, Amma, Taye. Amma also means mother. Taye also means mother. Okay, and he gives her different good names, Mahalakshmi, etc. Now, why will one do it? If they are all synonyms, why he is using so many different synonyms? Because he wants to please the master. So similarly here, Atyanuragat, because of great love, because he has understood so many things which he didn't know. So because of that, Sambodhanatrayam, he is completely dazzled by Bhagwan. Oh, he says, Bhagwan, you are so great. This, that. He is giving so many titles to Bhagwan. Atra Arjunasya do prashno. Here Arjuna has two questions. What are they? Karma adhikari kartikatvena purokta yajnadi sadharmyena sanyasa shabda प्रतिपाद्यत्वेन च गुणातीत संन्यास द्वय साधर्म्येन त्रैगुण्य संभवाभ्याम संशय प्रथमस्य प्रश्नस्य बीजम. First, this is the seed of the first doubt. Karma adhikari kartatvena, he is eligible for performing the karma and he is performing the karma. Okay, so he is eligible, therefore he is performing the karma, that kind of karma. Purvokta yajnadi sadharmena. And since there is a commonality between the yajna etc. karmas and this, which is traigunya, therefore sanya shabda pratipadyatvena cha, and it is established by sanyasa. This thing is established with the word sanyasa. Therefore gunatita sanyasa dvaya sadharmena, and there is a similarity. Since it is established by the name sannyasa, there is a connection with gunatita and sannyasa. Therefore traigunya sambhava asambhavabhyam, where is this traigunya possible and traigunya not possible? Where is this possibility of Trigunya. Trigunya means the three gunas, sattva, rajas, and tamas possible. There is not, it is not possible. Iti samshayam prathamasya. That is the doubt of the seed of doubt of first question. First doubt. That is the seed of first doubt. Dvitiyasya tu. The second doubt is sannyasa tyaga shabdayoho paryayatva. The sannyasa and tyaga, these two words are synonyms. Therefore, karma phala tyaga rupena cha vailakshanyottehe. So, and there is a difference in the karma phala tyaga. Therefore, uktehe sannyaso samshaya bijam. That is the second doubt. If it is sannyasa and tyaga are two different same thing, synonyms, then that it should be why are they using two words? So you should have to say because of this and because of this, right? So he says, deham dihu upachaye. Sharira means shiryate aneneti. Deham means dihu upachaye. That which grows is deha and that which decays is sharira. Both are said for the body. Okay, so that is the I was like out of that word. It is such a simple word, huh? I don't have attachment to the deha. तत्र अंतिमस्य सूचीकटः न्यायेन निराकरणयोगात् निराकरणाय उत्तरम्. तत्र okay, how should I answer this question? I have two doubts. So first doubt answer, second doubt answer. So that is in order, krama. Or I can answer this second one first and first one later. Last in first out, first in last out. We have this in both accounts and in computers also. They have this form. Now, what should be the methodology? There is this method which we tell the students also when person is writing its school exams. We explain that first you have to read the questions. Okay, because I used to have nightmares before the exams when I was kid. I used to have nightmares before the exam that I answered very nicely, beautifully. I came out of the exam hall and I turned back the question paper. I see there is some more questions printed out on those paper, on in that paper. I thought only the first page portion is the question and I answered. I am very happy. I came out and I see on the other side also there are questions. There was no PTO. I missed it. So I say when you follow this order, you won't have any doubt. First you pick up the questions, read the questions, and put some mark. I know this very good. I know this. I don't know this. So put mark with respect to these three types. So first answer those questions which you know very nicely, very good. Second, answer those questions which you know. Third, we don't leave those questions also. We anyway answer, right? if, if it gets some mark, a mark is 1 mark is 1 mark. Okay. So that is what this logic is also. I explained all this to establish this logic. Suchi kataha nyaya. Suchi kataha nyaya means you go to a blacksmith and you ask him to make kataha means a pan, frying pan, right? You ask him to make a frying pan. And another person comes and he says, I want a needle. And the needle does not take a lot of time. Okay, though it may not be urgent for him, it does not take a lot of time. And it is quick money. So the blacksmith normally what he does is first he prepares the needle and gives to him and takes the money and then continues to prepare your pan. Suchi means needle, kataha means pan. Okay, so that is the idea. So this is the logic. So first he answers the easiest portion. Based on that, nirakaranaya uktam. Based on this logic, he is condemning this whole explanation. श्रीभगवानुवाच काम्यानां कर्मणां न्यासं सन्न्यासं कवयो विदुः कर्मफलत्यागं प्राहुस्त्यागं विचक्षणाः. So he is explaining about sannyasa and tyaga. काम्यानां कर्मणां न्यासं सन्न्यासं कवयो विदुः कर्मफलत्यागं प्राहु त्यागं विचक्षणाः. काम्यानां कर्मणां न्यासं, renunciation of, giving up of, nyasa means giving up of the desire oriented karmas. The people who know about sannyasa, kavayaha means people who know about sannyasa, they understand it to be sannyasa. Okay. And tyagam vichakshanaha, people who know about tyaga, vichakshana expert, who have the nuances, the knowledge of nuances. So they say, prahu, they say, what is tyaga, what is giving up? Sarvakarma phalatyagam, giving up the results for attachment for the results for all the karmas. That is what they call as tyaga. So renunciation, they say, giving up the attachment to the desire oriented karmas, and tyaga is giving up all the attachment to the results of all the karmas, desire oriented karmas and the result for all the karmas. This is the difference. Okay. काम्यानां फलकामरूपया चोदितानां अंतःकरण शुद्धौ अनुपयुक्तानां कर्मणां. काम्या, what is काम्य कर्म? फलकामनया चोदितानां, the karmas which are prescribed with the sense of results, the attachment to the results. Antakarana shuddhau anupyuktanam, that which is not useful for the purity of mind. Those kind of karmas. Ishti, Pashu, Somadina, like the Ishti, the Somayaga, the Pashu Yaga, etc. Those karmas, Kari, Ishti, etc. Those karmas. Nyasam. The Nyasa means Tyagam, giving up. Sannyasam viduhu jananti. That is what is called a sannyasa, renunciation. Who, by whom? Kavayah. Kavi means Krantadarshi in other places. Kavi means Krantadarshi means a revolutionary thinker. Here he says Sukshma Darshinaha. People who have the nuances. Sukshma means subtle. Who have the knowledge of nuances, subtlety. Kechan. This is what they say. How? Tamevam vedanuvacanena brahmana vidishanti jnana danena tasanashakena iti vakyena. Because there is a Vedic statement. Tam etam, this self, vedanuvacanena, by practicing the Vedas, brahmanaha, the people who are Brahmins, vividishanti, desire to know. How? Yajnana, by performing the karmas, yaddanena, by performing the donations, tapasa, by performing the penance, anashakena, by performing the anashaka means there are two meanings. Anashaka, if you take it as anashaka, then it means the indestructible yajna, etc. Anashaka, ana plus ashaka also anashaka. So what happens without eating the food, by fasting? Anashaka means fasting. Okay. So by these karmas, iti vakyena. Why he is saying all this? Vedanu shabdena upalakshitasya brahmachari dharmasya. By Vedanu vachana, he is referring to he is implying the brahmachari dharma, the quality of the brahmachari. Why? Because in Vedic school, if you visit a Vedic school, the Vedic guru says kamyanam karmanam nyasam, or kamyanam karmanam nyasam. The disciple will be anuvachana, means repeating, following. He will follow the same statement. He will say kamyanam karmanam nyasam, kamyanam karmanam nyasam. He will repeat it in faster way, but he will repeat with the intonations proper. Okay. So that is the quality of the brahmachari, because brahmachari ashtavarsho brahmano upaniyata tamadhyapayita, it is said you have to put initiate this fellow into sacred thread ceremony in 8 years, the Brahmin before 8 years, at 8 years, and then you have to put him in Vedic school. Okay. Now yajna dana shabdabhyam upalakshitasya grastha dharmasya, and with yajna and dana, grastha dharma is implied, because only a grastha, a householder, is eligible for performing the yajna and dana, donation and fire oblations. Okay. Tapo anashaka shabdabhyam upalakshitasya vanaprastha dharmasya. And vanaprastha, the third part of the lifestyle, which is going to the forest, being a forest indweller. There he practices penance and he practices fasting, etc. Therefore iti nityasya nityena hi papakshena. These are nitya karmas he has to perform. So by performing these karmas, he is getting rid of his papa and dvarena. By destroying his papa, atma jnanartham bodhyate, it is understood that he performs those for the sake of knowledge. Nacha viniyoga vayaktam. But yajnena danena tapasa anashakena, there is a dividishanti. Viniyoga means application. Any karma, like if you perform the sandhyavanadi karma, there is said iti, or puja also. In puja, snane viniyoga, we will just say, okay, like aposhta iti snane viniyoga. In sandhyavana, marjane viniyoga we say. In puja, etc., apoisthadi mantraha snane viniyoga. In this way you say snane viniyoga. This mantra is used in the application of snana, to give bath to the deity, to the form which you are worshipping. Now, without that application, that karma, it becomes redundant. So you have to understand the application only through that mantra. Mantra iniva smartavyam iti nyayat. The application should be remembered only through mantra. Why he says it is redundant? Because jnana utpatyate vamsam kshayat papasya karmana iti aneneva labdhatvad iti bhavavachya. Because there is a statement, the knowledge arises when the papas, the sin karma, the karmas which are papa, the sin, if it is removed, jnana automatically arises. So because there is no need for viniyoga there. Iti viniyoga bhavehi. If you don't have this kind of viniyoga, meaning if you perform these nitya karmas, you will get rid of the sin through which you gain the knowledge. If you don't have this viniyoga, what happens? Satyapi nitya karma anusthane. Even though if you perform the karmas, if you don't have that viniyoga which explains the application, jnanam syadva na syadva. There is possibility of either gaining knowledge or impossibility also. It is quite possible. Therefore, satitu, but if satitu viniyoga, if there is viniyoga, if there is an application clearly establishing what the result is, jnanam avashyam bhavedeva iti niyamarthatvat. There is definitive knowledge. You cannot escape the knowledge. Therefore, tasmat nitya karmanameva vedena vidishayam va viniyogat. So nitya karmas only are used in the application for either knowledge or for the purification of mind. Therefore, सत्व शुद्धि विदिशा उत्पत्ति पूर्वक वेदनार्थिना नित्यान्येव कर्माणि भगवद अर्पण बुद्धिया अनुष्ठीयानि. Therefore, person who desires to gain the knowledge or desires to gain that desire for knowledge, he should have to perform only the nitya karmas, the daily routines, with the sense of surrendering it to the result to the Bhagavan, the God. Okay. Kamyani tu sarvani safalani paritya tyajani iti ekam matam. So all the karmas which are kami karmas, the desire oriented karmas, they should be completely given up. This is one school, meaning first school. This is the first school. The first school says you have to only practice the daily routines. You have to completely give up the desire oriented karmas. Okay, completely. This is one school. Aparam matam sarvakarma phalatyagam prahuhu atyagam vichakshanaha. The other school, what does it say? Giving up the result for all the karmas is what is called as tyaga. Sarvesham kamyanam nityanam cha pradipada ukta phalatyagam. So for either nitya karma or the kami karma, whatever the result is said. Nitya karmas, they don't have result. If you say no, Vishwajanyaya says clearly, if there is no result applied to any karma, if there is no result specific to any karma, then the Swarga is the result for those karmas. Whether it is clearly explicitly said or not said does not really matter. Shadvashuddhyarthitaya vividisha sanyogena anushtanam. With the sense of purity of mind, for gaining the purity of mind, if you are perform those karmas, whether it is desire oriented or the daily routines, those karmas, vichakshana vichara kushalaha tyagam prahu, that karma with the sense of non-attachment to the results, by giving up the attachment to the result, if you perform those karmas, even if it is desire-oriented karma, it becomes means for purity of heart. This is what the people who know about giving up tyaga, they say. Though those people who have the knowledge of nuances, vichakshanaha, experts, who have the knowledge of nuances, they say, how can that be? Kamya karma means it has desire-oriented. How can the same kamya karma be cause for purity of heart? I don't know. He says, Khadiro yupo bhavati, khadiram virekamasya yupam karoti. Iti ityatra. Yatha ekasya khadirasya, I am going to read this whole. Okay. Yatha ekasya khadirasya kratu prakarana pathat phalasanyogācha karatvarthattam purusharthattam cha प्रमाण भेदा तथा अग्निहोत्र इष्टि पशु सोमानां सर्वेषामपि शतपथ पठितानां सो उत्पत्ति विधि सिद्धानां तत्तत् फल संयोगः प्रत्येक वाक्येन प्रति एक वाक्येन विविधिशा संयोगश्च यज्ञादि वाक्येन क्रियत इति उपपन्नम् एकस्य तु उभयत्वे संयोगप्रतत्वम् इति न्यायात्. Okay, so why I read the whole statement is Sanyoga Pratatva Nyaya, that Nyaya I want to include. Okay, what is Sanyoga Pratatva? Sanyoga means association, Pratatva means disassociation. A logic which talks about association and dissociation. First, let us understand. In the Karma Kanda, in the Purvimamsa, it is said, if a karma is given two results, or a result, for one result you have to perform two karmas. One karma, two result. Two result, one karma, two result. Okay, two karma, one result. It's called as Vakya Bheda Dosha. They don't accept it. But in a different way, if the same karma gives a different result, that is not Vakya Bheda Dosha. Meaning, see here, Khadiro yupa bhavati. Khadiro yupam bhavati. Yupa means a pillar. Okay. Stupa, they call it stupa, no? That kind of a pillar. Okay. Now, Khadira. Khadira is a kind of a strong tree which has which is used for making this percussion instruments, etc. Okay, and the bark of it they use to make this thing called khatta. When you eat pan, they apply a red paste on top of it. That is khadira. Okay, now let us see. They call it babool in Sanskrit also. In Hindi, they call it babool. So they use it for your toothpaste, etc. Okay, that's how they say in English also. Anyway, so this tree khadira, if you remove the bark, the tree will be very red. And if you are going to apply some oil and place it as a pillar, then it will be very shiny. That is how they use. That is what they use for yupa. This is one tree. There is another tree also. So there is a choice for you. Now he says khadiro yupam bhavati. Okay. Now, if I'm going to use, there is another tree option also, which is easier. Okay. Now, if I'm going to use that tree, you can cut it easily. You can remove the bark very easily. And even if it is wet, if you apply oil, it will be very shiny. Okay. Now, if there is another option, why should I use this? So he says, Khadiram Viryagamasi Yupam Karoti, a person who desires to gain Virya, physical strength, then he has to make the this post, this pillar with a Khadira. So if you make Khadira, the Yupa, the pillar with pillar with Khadira, then it is Vedic. You follow the Vedic rule A. If you make a pillar with Khadira for the fire oblation, then you are also gaining physical strength. So you gain the apurva and you gain immediate result. You gain the later result and you gain the immediate result also. Immediate and immediate results, both you gain. So that is why it's iti atra. Yatha ekasya khadiratvasya 1-3 kratu prakarana pathat. It is said in the kratu prakarana where the tat kratuhu you are explaining what is the karma, and there this is the tree which you have to use, it is said. Okay, now Phala Sanyogacha, and the result is also attached to it. Therefore, Kratvarthatvam Purusharthatvam cha. You have two results. One is Kratvartha for the sake of performing the karma, and for Purushartha for gaining some result immediately. Pramana Bhedata. So there are two pramanas. One is the pramana for the karma, and one is the pramana for your physical strength. Agnihotra Ishti Pashu Homayanam Sarveshampi Shatapatha Patitanam. In this way, the Shatapatha Brahmana, whatever are the karmas which are said, like Ishti, Agnihotra, like the Pashu Yaga, the Soma Yaga, whatever karmas that are said. So Utpatti Vidhisiddhana, which are gained through the Utpatti Vidhi, like Agnihotram Juhyat, Karirya, Ishtya Yajeta, and Somena Yajeta, Agniho, then Pashum Alabhet, Agnihotrena Pashum Alabhet, like this, there are vidhis, Utpatti vidhis. So, Utpatti vidhi means that is, you have to have that injunction to perform those karmas. That is called Utpatti vidhi. Okay? Now, tat phala sanyoga pratyeka vakyena vividisha sanyogascha. And those prescribed results are there for each of them, and same karmas are associated with vividisha. Vividishena, vividishanti yajnena, it is said in the Vedas itself. Therefore, sanyogascha yajnadi vakyena kriyate. With yajna, etc., you have two results. One, one application is associated with the vividisha, desire to know. The other is applied to the Swarga, etc. results. Therefore, kriyate iti upavannam ekasya tu ubayatve. So, therefore, one same karma is possibly used for two results, end results. Okay, this is what is Sanyog Pratitvam. Taduktam Sanyoga Sankshepa Sharikin, Samshepa Sharika, it is said. We'll see what is said there later. Okay, Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.